Hello guys, welcome back. In this video, let us see and learn about one more important service, that is AWS backup service. So for this, let us also see the POC of it, proof of concept of this backup service. Let us see this proof of concept of the service with some real-time use case need. Let's say I am hosting a website. I have a website. Now, for that website, I have my storage that I am storing in my EBS volumes. That is, my website is running on top of server. So I am using this EBS volumes as my storage. And I'm also using database at the back end. That is Amazon Aurora. Now, what is my need is I want to back up my website related storage. Either it may be server storage or it may be database storage. I want to back up both. So for this, so do I have any service? Yes, the answer for that is yes. That is, you can use backup service. By using backup service, you can able to back up your storage in a two ways. That is, either if you want on demand, that is at a time backup, then you can do it with backup service. Or else if you want scheduled based backup, that also you can able to do it with this backup service. Before moving on to lab, so let us discuss two more important terms. The first one is RPO. So what is this RPO, sir? RPO stands for recovery point objective. So what is this recovery point objective, sir? This recovery point objective is nothing but after a data recovery point, max time that is accepted, max accepted time to start data recovery again. That is after one time recovery. That is after a recovery, data recovery point, max accepted time to start data recovery again. So that we call it as recovery point objective. The second one is RTO. So what is this RTO, sir? RTO is nothing but recovery time objective. That is max accepted time to recover. So what is the max accepted time to recover? That is nothing but RTO. Whereas RPO stands for recovery point objective. That is max accepted time to start data recovery again after a data recovery. After a data recovery point. So let's say I do not have any preferences of this RPO as well as this RTO. I just want to back up my services, that is storage as well as my database, by using this at this moment of instant. Is it possible, sir, by using a backup service? Yes, you can able to do that. That is on-demand recovery of your EBS storage as well as Aurora database storage by using backup service. You simply create some tags to those resources and then you can simply use those tags in order to select your resources and you can backup. Or else you can have another way, that is directly you can able to select your resources and you can able to backup. The tags based backup is preferred because it's the best practice. In real time, you might need to backup more than one resource. During that scenario, if you create tag to multiple resources, then it might be easy to you to backup those multiple resources by simply providing a single tag in your backup. So that's why I'm showing you backup by using backup, how by using tags, how to backup. So that I want to show you in this lab. You can see I have logged into my AWS management console. So first I want to back up my storage, that is my EBS storage. So first I want to show you the server. To which server storage I want to back up. So that server I want to show you at first. You can see under instances, I have two running instances. So among them, I want to choose this Bastion host. And if you see the storage of it, you can see this is the EBS volume that I am opening. Now I want to back up this volume. So in order to back up this volume, so first we have two ways. Directly by selecting this volume in backup service, we can able to back up this. Or else you can create tags for this volume and you can able to back up this. Since I want to use tags based backup, so that's why I'm creating tag here. I'm just providing a tag like a backup, and I'm providing the value as true. By using these key value pair, I can able to select or I can able to identify the resource. You can see two resources are there. I'm selecting one. So this resource do not have any tags. Let's open this. You can see you can identify this based on these tags. This is the resource that is attached to my Bastion host instance. Now I want to back up this first. So in order to back up this, I'm opening backup service. You can see AWS backup. So where you actually store these backups. So for that, you need to create a vault here. So that's why I'm selecting here vaults. And now I'm creating a vault. You can have a default vault as well. I'll show you how to save the data in default vault as well. And so for this demo, I want to show you how to create your vault as well. So that's why I'm clicking on create new vault. And here I'm providing the vault name as V1 and vault type. If you have specific requirement of cross account and cross origin sharing of your resource, then you can select this, or else you can select this. Currently I do not have any cross account sharing requirement, so that's why I'm selecting this backup vault. In this same account, I'm storing this backup vault. Encryption key is managed by AWS or me, and vault is optional. Vault lock is optional. But here, if you select this, then vault lock is mandatory, as well as encryption key is managed by AWS only. Now I'm selecting this backup vault as my vault type and choosing the encryption key as this. The default encryption key for backup, that is AWS managed one that I've selected. Now I'm creating this vault. In this vault, actually, you can store your backups. So first, I want to create a recovery point. So for that, I'm clicking on create a on-demand backup. So first, I want to backup which type of resource I want to backup EBS. So that's why I'm selected that. Here, you can able to select directly the volume that you want to backup, or else you simply leave that and add tags here. Add tags here to backup. So let's select that is which volume it is, that let us select. Now among these two volumes, what is my volume? If you open the volumes of your server, this is the Bastion host related volume. You can see this is the tag that we attached, that ending with 03C. So let's select that in order to backup that related, that is that storage related snapshot. And window. So create a backup window, and how many days you want to store this backup. For this demo, I'm just storing for 7 days. In which vault you want to store this backup? You want to store in default or V1 vault? Since I created V1 vault, I want to store in the V1 vault. Now, I am choosing an existing IAM role for this. So that is this. Now, I'm just clicking on create on-demand backup. Now you can see I've provided directly that EBS. You can see that is running. That backup job is running. You can see that backup job is running. Previously, we created a vault, and Now we also created one backup job that is running. So let's wait till it is complete. In this backup job, what we are backing up? This resource, that EBS volume type resource we are backing up. You can even open up this ID. So currently it is running. In this way, you can able to back up manually directly by selecting that resource. In real time, you will use tags. So what are the tag that we created? You can use that tags in order to back up your job. You can see this backing up is completed. You can open the jobs. You can see that backup job is completed. So you just open your dashboard, or you can open your vaults. Under your vaults, V1 is the vault. Under that V1 vault, I created my backup. You can see that is visible here. You just select it, and under actions, you have an option to restore it. That is whenever any disaster happened that your EBS volume is deleted, by using this restore option, since you backup that, by using this restore option, you can able to restore that as well, restore this backup as well. Now I want to show you one more way in order to plan for this backup. So by using this backup plans, you can able to plan for your backup as well. Now I'm clicking on create a backup plan. Here you have three options. Now I want to build a new plan, so that's why I selected this. Or you can even start with available templates, or you can define your own JSON template. Now I want to build my plan, so that's why I'm selecting this. This is a plan one, so I'm writing the name like plan one. You can write the name based on your requirements, and this rule name you need to provide. So based on what rule you want to backup, I just provided a rule one randomly. And now I want to store my backup in this default vault. So that's why I selected this. And so what type of a backup frequency you want? Let's say, I want to store it in V1 itself, then select this. So what is the backup frequency you want? You have hourly backup is there, and every 12 hours you can able to backup, daily you can backup, weekly you can able to backup, monthly also you can able to backup, and customly you can able to define your cron expression. Let's say I want a weekly backup of every Sunday. I want to backup my storage. So that's why I selected this Sunday. That is at exactly 1. Based on this Los Angeles time, let's say I want to backup. So that's why I selected this. This starts at this hour, that is 8 hours, and completes within 7 days. Let's say I do not have any specific requirement of point in time recovery. That is PTR. So that's why I'm not providing it anything. And life cycle also I'm not providing. Currently I do not have any requirements, so that's why I'm not selecting. Since these options are optional, I'm not even selecting these as well. Now I'm creating this plan. In this plan, what I'm providing, just do the backup in this frequency, with this backup frequency, with this window, and store that backup in this vault. So where to store and when to backup, those two details I have configured, and I'm creating this plan. Now in this plan, inside this plan, you can see immediately it automatically redirects to what? Assign resource. So what resource, to what resource you want to perform that plan, that you need to create or assign that here. So let's say this is my EBS backup, right? Yeah. So that's why I'm providing EBS backup like that name, or you can provide based on your requirement, and you need to choose your role in order to perform this backup. So for that, I have created this backup role. I'm using that. Now here you have two options. That is, you can select individually specific resource. Let's say in this case EBS. So there the volume, you have multiple options. That is, you can select the specific volume as well. So this is one way of selecting. The another way is you can include all resources, and you can able to add tags. Based on tags also you can able to identify. Previously we provided tags, right? For our resource we provided backup as the key, value is true. So let's provide those two in order to identify that. You just select, you can see whatever the tags that you created previously for all the resources. This is the backup tag that we created. You can see backup. Now I'm selecting that, and condition backup equals to the value is true, then I want to backup it. I'm assigning the resource, I'm clicking on continue. Now you can see this resource assignment is also done, right? Yeah. So under this backup plans, in this vault, based on the plan that we provided, that is, if you open the rule, then it will specify you in which frequently you want to, that is, at what schedule you want to backup, and in what vault you want to store that backup. That is available in this rules, right? Yeah. Then you have this backup plans. There you provided the rules and you provided the resource as well. To what resource you want to backup, that also you provided here by selecting that resource based on what? Based on tag. You can see based on this tag you provided that. So in this way you can able to backup. Let's say I want to backup my database as well, right? Yeah. So for that I want to create one more plan. And now I want to backup in default vault. So for every 12 hours, let's say I want to backup my database. So for that, how to do that? So for that, you need to create one more vault. So you can see I'm just clicking on a create a backup plan. And again, I'm building from scratch. This is my plan to, or you can say plan to backup my database, right? So like that, I provided the name and schedule. So you can able to, you need to provide the schedule rule name. So like, let's say this is rule 1, and in which vault you want to backup. I want to backup in default vault for this. So that's why I selected this. So what is the frequency? For every 12 hours, let's say I want to backup. So that's why I selected this. So what is the start time? Same as previously. So that's why I selected the same. So based on the Los Angeles time, I'm backing it up. Based on your requirement, you can back up. And I do not have any requirements of others. This total retention period is 7 days. Let's say I want to store that backup will be for 7 days itself. Now I'm just clicking on create this plan. So this plan is created. Now it is immediately asking me to what resource you want to assign this plan. Since this is for my Aurora, I have written like Aurora database backup. Now you need to provide some role in order to perform this action. Now you can see I'm providing this backup role, backup IAM role. So that's what that I'm using. Now here also I'm selecting based on my resource tags. I'm including all resources based on tags I'm selecting. You can say I'm just clicking on add tags. If you open this database, so this is the database that I want to backup. You can say under RDS databases, this is the database that I want to backup. You can see for this database, I have this backup DIY tag and value as true. I'm using those two. You can see backup DIY I'm using and its value equals to true. I'm just selecting that. Now I'm just assigning this. I'm just creating this. Now you can see that resource also created here, right? Yeah. So for this also now the backup is possible based on the rule timings, based on the rule schedule, based on the schedule at where my backup is happening at this default vault my backup is happening for what resource, for this database resource. How I identify that resource? Based on this key value pair, right? Yeah. So in this way, you can able to do the backup as well. Schedule your backups as well. So this is all about how to backup your storage as well as database of your server by using backup service. You have seen on-demand backup as well as scheduled based backups as well. So I hope you understood this video and you got some knowledge regarding hands-on how to use your backup service in order to backup your server related storage as well as database. I hope this video is useful and you got some knowledge and on how to implement this backup service hands-on. If you feel this video is useful, then please like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to get the latest updates. Thanks for watching again. See you back in the next video with another interesting topic. Until then, bye bye, guys.